Let's dive into the music industry playbook for scaling. Today, we're unpacking the story of Unknown Origin Entertainment UOE, that regional label out of Lexington, USA.
Right.
And their massive strategic pivot to go global. They did this via an alliance with GT Digital and Empire.
Yeah, a really interesting setup.
So their mission, essentially, was to figure out how to ditch that purely localized framework. You know, the physical points of sale, pure community outreach.
Even that old D2C kiosk idea they had.
Exactly. How to swap that for a model that can handle full-scale global commerce, like now. And we're using the immediate breakout of their artist, Trapsin, as our main case study here.
And it's important to understand, this move wasn't just nice to have, it was strategically essential.
Right.
Without this kind of alliance, UOE is basically dead in the water competitively. They just can't possibly achieve the content velocity, the speed. Then they need to keep up with major label releases.
Especially now.
Especially now in 2024. That accelerated delivery, the global logistics, it's absolutely required.
Okay, so let's look at the architecture they actually built. How's it structured?
Well, it seems like UOE retains creative control, their core A&R focus, but they delegate all the expensive stuff, the logistical headaches. GT Digital acts as this kind of middle layer.
Okay.
Funneling UOE's content into Empire's huge back-end infrastructure.
Right.
What's fascinating here, I think, is that GT Digital isn't just some extra step. It feels like a curation layer.
Interesting.
Because Empire, which Ghazi Shami founded back in 2010, they built their whole reputation on rapid delivery, bypassing the old traditional system.
Yeah, speed was their thing.
Exactly. And that technological speed is non-negotiable if you want to maximize the really short, volatile lifespan of current trap music trends.
So GT Digital stops UOE from just getting lost.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It prevents the Lexington label from being marginalized within Empire's massive roster of artists.
So UOE keeps A&R control. They pick the music, they develop the artists.
Supposedly, yeah.
But how real is that control when your entire technical pipeline, your global delivery system, relies on this huge third party? That seems like the strategic tightrope they're walking.
That's the gamble, absolutely.
Well, it seems like the gamble paid off, at least initially. Let's look at the results. Trapsin's single Deja Vu.
Yeah.
It hit a global peak rank of 185 and has racked up over, 16.9 million global streams?
Wow. Okay.
That kind of immediate validation seems to prove the model works, right out of the gate.
It definitely shows the reach is there.
Yeah.
But the geometry of that success, that's the real testament to the system's efficiency, I think.
How so?
Well, the biggest charting success wasn't the U.S. or Western Europe, like you might expect.
Oh.
We're seeing major peaks in non-Western international growth markets.
Yeah.
Taiwan, for example, peaked at number 16 with over 2.7 million streams.
2.7 million in Taiwan alone.
Yeah. Thailand hit 26. And they even got significant penetration into Saudi Arabia.
That's wild.
It really is. And it's a hallmark, of leveraging that algorithmic delivery, those non-linear music discovery paths that are so heavily influenced by short-form video apps these days.
Okay, so the global reach is proven, the geography is interesting. But how does that success actually translate into better cash flow for Unknown Origin, does it?
Well, that's supposedly a huge financial advantage. Empire uses its own proprietary software for tracking.
Okay.
And they offer monthly royalty payments. That accelerated speed of money coming back is a massive benefit compared to the, slow quarterly payout cycles you get with traditional major distribution.
Faster money is always good.
Always. But that speed comes with a trade-off, or potential risks, anyway.
Right. This raises the question, what about the legal side? The risks involved.
Exactly. We're hearing that legal counsel has advised extreme caution regarding Empire's contract.
Okay, so not straightforward.
Definitely not. We aren't just talking a simple signature here. UOE apparently needs really top-tier legal expertise, specifically to audit those complex digital streams and manage the IP licensing complexity, basically, to avoid revenue leakage, make sure they get paid for everything.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
You need experts watching the experts.
Precisely. And then there's this truly bizarre operational hurdle for Trapsin the artist.
What's that?
His search engine optimization. It's apparently terrible.
Why? Just bad keywords?
No, it's because search results are constantly flooded with content about the Trapsin assassin build.
Wait, from the video game? Diablo 2.
From the 20-year-old video game Diablo 2.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's a modern problem right there.
Isn't it? So the marketing team literally has to rely almost entirely on algorithmic delivery, maybe targeted ads, bypassing traditional search, just to cut through that ridiculous digital noise.
Wow. Okay. So wrapping this up, what's the big picture here? What does this UOE deal really represent?
Well, I think it serves as a kind of blueprint for how an independent label can scale today.
Right.
They prioritize immediate speed, that targeted global deployment we talked about, while crucially trying to hold on to their A&R control.
But the profitability.
Yes, the ultimate profitability really hinges on their ability to defensively manage that contract and to really leverage every part of the Empire system, like Empire Publishing, to grab every single dollar from sync rights, global royalty collections.
Turning Trapsin into more than just stream.
Exactly, turning him into a diversified intellectual property asset.
So here's a final thought for you listening. Given that immediate global charting, the streaming validation, UOE clearly proved Trapsin has value.
No question.
So now they have to use that success as leverage, right, to demand better percentage splits, better terms in future contracts.
Seems like so.
The question is, how much pressure can a small independent label really put on a global giant like Empire, even after proving their assets worth so quickly? Something to think about.